Yeah, we here.
Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at Bill Stadium in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington football team and the Buffalo Bills. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Bart, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 32 on the play. A short gain down to about the 33. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, deep, tighten up. Let's go, deep, tighten up.
Now Allen. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
Just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. The kick by Bass is good. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Second and 1. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On second down now, it's Gibson. The 20. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington has taken the lead.
But earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way we described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
49-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To the air, Allen. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 43-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's able to find Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo 1st down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
81. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Bills 3.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bills have retaken the lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Bills 10. Washington 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
They had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, defense. Out of time. It's out of time. Check it back. Check it back.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Play brings up 3rd down.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Bills 17, Washington 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. On second down, it's Gibson. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Antonio Gibson.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On third down, Gibson. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
First down, Washington.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Third down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, watch the slant. 56.
To throw, it's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
56. Stand situation. Let's go. 56 to Mike. Middle.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
At their own 49.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On first down, it's Gibson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it, when you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll go with a keeper. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So now on 4th down, Washington will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
56. 56.
From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. This time they stay on the ground, and they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And Valentine going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback. They'll run on first down. Gibson, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it. Right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. And the lead is up to 14.
Good. Makes the score Bills 24, Washington 10.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a dump off here complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This is brought in by Gibson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Complete to
It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 8-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. From 8 yards out. And Washington able to make this a close game again.
Dustin Hopkins.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Hopkins with the extra point. 24. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A gain of 5.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Allen to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
50. Check 56. What's the curl? 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Operating from the gun. Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Check, lucky. Check three. Kill.
On first down, Singletary. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Quick throw here by Allen, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2.
Taken down.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. From the gun, Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And now look at him go. The 30, past the 20, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. That's tough there, starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
Yeah, and I was just about to remark how controlled the game they were here in this third quarter, but that return for 6 points, we now have a game again.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Flushed out right. And this one is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Ball carrier.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And now the punter Tress Way as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. Nifty move. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Check, 47. Get right.
From the 39, Allen, he'll rifle this one deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They run here with Singletary, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Number 81.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have broken the tie.
For the extra point.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. Touchdown, Bills. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Makes the score Bills 38, Washington 24.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Now this will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. He lets it fly for Lockett. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31.
First down, Washington.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 26. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen sliding out of the pocket. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. They'll run on first down. Singletary. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
Check, 47. Bound to lose one. 47's a mic. 47.
On 2nd and 12, Allen to Michelle on the screen. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Singletary again, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
I got you. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. So don't say no. 56. What's that?
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Troy Apke. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 10, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Hopkins with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this is going to be recovered by the Bills, and that should all but do it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
The
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now Allen. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A little more room here on 2nd and 6 from the 6. Back to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. He's back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is, if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If he makes someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
So that's a